Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, sharing at the SEC. Gary fooled us all, we thought he was a hero teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, long get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, long get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Gary. You ain't nothing but a Goldman.
People from all walks of life on the train like cold smashed ice. Vagabonds and marriages, that's going wrong. Glory, death, and coffee shops. TV categories called reality. Polluted nature by corrupt ministries. We're all passengers. Let loose on the train. Have fun, don't stay sane. It's a part of the game. Ooh, ha. That rumbling sound. In every building, a gamer and a drunk. Green parks with shitting dogs. Hey policeman, I'm in 3 modern families. Faster, slower, shades on, hit the gas. High, lower, get into the control room. Don't get older. We're all passengers. We're toxic containers. Let loose on the train. Have fun, don't stay sane. It's a part of the game. Ooh, ha, abstainers, maintainers, rangers, gainers, entertainers, campaigners, retainers. Let loose on the train. Have fun, don't stay sane. It's a part of the game. Let loose on the train. Have fun, don't stay sane. It's a part of the game.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding dotted line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a f what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop. So I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting with the old well. Need 100 milli on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best. Wouldn't mess with.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane and I am your freaky tour guide tonight. Do I look scary? I'm America. Can you tell? I look like death warmed over. Glad to have everyone here, whether you're checking this out live, rocking it with us here in the chat, or you're catching this later. Hey, we tend to look at the longer time frames, so this information kind of stays relevant for a while. So if you missed this or go back to other streams where we talked about coins that we didn't quite hit tonight, hey, a lot of the information is still very relevant. Oh, what is this on my screen? Is that the Tangem wallet website? Oh my, how did you get there? Well, since they're there, let's talk about you. Tangem, you need a wallet, especially if you have Caspa. You need a place to hold your Caspa. You need to get it off the exchanges. It only helps it go up in value, but it also helps a little hanky-panky like tapping on the exchanges. You know, don't act like you don't. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anybody's guilty, but hey, you need to get your coins off the exchanges. Caspa included. Tangem wallet, you need one for your safety. You need an NFC phone, though. That's the only drawback. NFC phone required. Hey, if you want to save 10% off on Tangem wallet or the new Tangem 2.0 wallet, use that discount code DAWG, D-A-W-G, when you go to the checkout. Or you can do it through the Tangem app. Download it first, then order through the app. Hey, whatever works for you guys. Look what's going on over here in the crypto market. Man, my computer is being slow today. Why are you being so slow? Top 100 here for the daily. Looks like a lot of altcoins are in the green. Are you guys happy about that? How do you feel about that? Hex, did you just jump up like crazy? Like just now or something? What happened to you, baby? I could have sworn you were under 0.09, 0.00. I don't know, Hex. What are you doing? I like it. Keep going up. Go to 30 cents. Make daddy happy, Hex. Stray guy, how's it going tonight? Haven's in the house. How's it going, guys? Glad to see you guys here. All right. Well, we usually kicked off the stream just looking at Bitcoin, but I do have some altcoins right here on a little list to go over tonight. I got a new one. And then one that we mentioned recently, which we need to talk about, which may pop off like crazy tomorrow as possibility. I did like the project. It's newly listed on, it will be newly listed on MEXC within about 11 or 12 hours. Might want to talk about that pretty quickly. First, we'll run over Bitcoin right now. Here I'm on the perpetual futures chart over on MEXC, because that's the only Bitcoin trading I've been doing, just messing around with the futures over there. Tiny little amount, trying to grow it to a bigger amount. Bigger amount. And so far it works, but then, you know, it works great on these candles, but you know, if you still try to trade these chops on the perpetuals, you end up giving your profit. You know, you can end up giving a chunk of it back. So tricky there. So it makes sense just to trade the big moves and then wait for more big moves. It's just hard for the degen to stay out of a trade. I do degen a little bit on perpetual futures, but I am a spot trader. Most of your people in this market make their wealth through spot. Most of them make it through buying and holding. Most of them make it through buying and holding, buying at these juicy times in the markets that we're at now, before the big uplift. Now, currently, Bitcoin is, a lot of people are looking at this as a bull pennant. Are they wrong? No. I would say that this is the category pretty well for a bull pennant. Are bull pennants the end all be all? Well, no, but they can be fun. So the deal is with the bull pennant, you take the flagpole. Flagpole should last over a couple of days, according to Thomas Bukowski, on an authentic bull pennant. This one does. Put that to the breakout area, and if it makes that full length, we could be looking at 43,421. Let's go ahead and mark that little guy as a measure move. This time I'm going to put a little note there. You got a pennant, and this is the full move. Now, Mr. Thomas Bukowski also says, right over here, that these guys break out about 57% of the time. A little bit more better than flipping a coin. That means, you know, that 43% of the time they don't break out. They do a Bart Simpson or something crazy. So just keep that in mind. But it does lean a little bit more toward our favor. But now the measure move we do have to talk about the measure move, okay? It's got it hidden kind of right here. This percentage meeting price target for up and down breakouts, 35%. That's the multiplier that we got to apply to this little leg right here, right? Cool way to do that is just take your Fibonacci, swing low to swing high, or swing high to swing low. Probably the easiest, really. But here's my zero, and right around here is about 38. So I'm going to drag that little guy just right up there, guesstimate right around 35%. And for the measure move, this may be all we can expect right here, babies. That's about, I may have done that a little bit. I did this earlier and marked this one over here. I got 38.65, so we're in 38,000 right there. And we'll just mark that, see how that plays out, see how accurate that move comes to play. Let's document it. But I gotta say, it scares me. It makes me nervous with everyone being so bullish, because usually the herd, they like to go against the herd. I'm just throwing this out there. But you know, you can't deny the bullish signs on the chart. So ultimately, we got to go by what the chart says, not what emotions, not what. We can be wise. We can keep our eyes open for any finagling that may be going on, because they are still in the perfect spot to finagle us. And at some point, I am expecting price to come back and retest this area around 30,000. Doesn't mean that it has to happen now. Could. We could bounce up to 40, get rejected somewhere through there, 38, 40, and can then come back. We will have higher volatility of Bitcoin because there's just less of it available, and more people, especially bigger people, bigger companies, wanting it. Cool little article out tonight worth looking at. This is how much Bitcoin institutions are trading on the CME. It's rivaling Binance. Binance being the largest venue in the world for Bitcoin futures trading. CME is now coming into second place. The big money is looking at Bitcoin. The big money is starting to trade in futures on Bitcoin. So we're seeing all that goodness come into the market, and that's bullish. Hopefully the spot will make it even more juicy. It was noteworthy to see that U.S. Treasury Deputy Secretary says crypto is not a major source for funding of terrorists. Take that, Elizabeth Warren. This guy has just become my new national hero. I salute you, sir. Thank you for standing up to the tyranny of our nations in our nation's capital. Road Dog, are you going to get all heated? Are you going to go on a rant tonight? I wasn't planning on it. I'm trying to get back to my charts, actually. Guys, just wrap up with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin look like it may still go up. I'm just saying it's a nice pennant. Doesn't mean it has to play out. I'm mostly going off these moving averages. As long as we're above the 9 on the daily, hey, I got no argument. If I say anything bad about it, it's just FUD. Until that crosses over the 9, I can't say a bad thing about Bitcoin. Now I can come down and look for something on the 4-hour. You below the 9, mister? Almost. It's not official yet, but you may be dropping below that 9, meaning to drop down to about 34,200 to this 21 moving average. It's interesting now, since we're getting this flag out here, now we're going to see that little thing that we've seen several times. And it leads to a bigger move, the direction being unknown. And that is where these moving averages, see, we got the 9 up here, that's the green one. The little red one came up and started twiggling around. They're kind of wrapping around each other's like lovers in a hayfield. Then we got the 50 coming up, going to be a voyeur, kind of peep in on them. And then it's going to turn into a little threesome of these moving averages just wrapping around each other. And then the 100 is going to come up and say, hey, can I party with y'all? That happens. Usually what we see play out in this situation, especially even on the lower time frames, because it's gradually doing that on all the time frames, right? Every one of them is starting to pull that same thing, and then they just go sideways. Until at one point on one of these time frames, the 200 comes up there, and then it decides if it's going to break below it or break above it, and when it does, it's usually a big move. So those are things we're looking at for the smaller time frames. On the larger ones, man, I'm still waiting for you to break below that 9 moving average. Until that, I ain't got nothing bad to say about you, Bitcoin. You're doing just fine. You just keep doing it. Stay away from that green cloud. It will suck you into hell. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a crack house over there. Stay away. Cracked ice is what I meant to say. You don't want it. Don't do the cracked ice, especially with your teeth. It's bad for your teeth. And that other stuff is bad for your... yeah. Don't... Let's move on to some other things to talk about, which is like Bitcoin dominance. We're looking at the possibility of Bitcoin dominance coming up to the top of this trend line, since it got a bounce at the bottom of this trend line. Right now it's going through a little pullback, and that's helping our altcoins out. Over to the right of your screen, over here where I am dancing my cursor in ugly circles, is total three market cap. That is all the altcoins without Bitcoin and without Ethereum, and it continues going up. While right below it is our US dollar tether dominance. People are still getting out of that nasty, dirty fiat represented by a tether. Guilty by association, my friend. Although we do need you in the space, you're still dirty. And currently our dollar, US dollar, is on a 3-day chart, so I really can't say much about that. I gotta get on the right chart here. Our dollar's just hanging tight, just going sideways. That's interesting. Finding support here at this area. Are you planning to go up, dollar? Looks like dollar's getting ready to go up. Looks like the dollar's going to go up. That means that things are going to go down. Possibly. In normal situations it was. Now it could affect the stock market, so the bonds starting to pump. Are the 2-year and the 10-year bonds, are they starting to show it? Is America getting scared of the dollar? America might be getting scared of the dollar. I would take a quick look at gold, but that would actually be a good place to check, seriously. The golden goose. What the? Because we're over here on the wrong. You're getting off topic. I just want a quick chart on the gold. We want to see gold. Everything that glitters is not gold, my friends. Everything that glitters is not gold. Gold seems to be in a possible cup and handle as price rose into it, made a lip. That's how you get the bowl. Rounded out and then lipped out over here, make a little flag. So in my mind, that is a possible cup and handle, but also a possible rising wedge. Either one breaking to the upside should be bullish, and gold, I see a target coming over, I don't know. Gee, what are we on the weekly chart? It'll take it a while to get there, but $3,000 an ounce of gold is very, very possible there, just by the current chart. Interesting. I mean, dollar bad, gold good. People gonna want gold, people not wanting dollar. I'm just saying. What is up, Strega, my man? Haven's in here. See what you guys are talking about. Whatsoever, hey, welcome to Strega. Whatsoever wants to take a look at AGIX, the AI coins. They've been pumping. They've been pumping. Not on my list, but let's go to it because it's worth looking at. And I want to look at what you guys want to look at. There are two main ones I do want to talk about tonight, though. AGIX, Binance is a good. Oh, they didn't do Tether for a long time, though. There for a while, AGIX was only a Bitcoin pair, even for a long time on Binance. So technically, if we got a trading view chart, that would be the most right. Singularity.net to USD on crypto. This is trading view chart, so this is all the history of it. Interesting to note that back in the other run, you know, its all-time high was 66 cents. And at the really, this was like at the very earliest part of our bull run here, it led the way and met its all-time high. Where do you think it can go from here? Well, it does give us a little Fibonacci answer that we can fit into this equation, and that's first stop up here, 81 cents seems very likely. I love those 127 fibs. If you don't have that on your fib table and using it, well, you're just missing out on all the funds for targets that hit. I'm just saying, it can definitely go higher, but that's a good rejection area. Where it just goes just a little high and does like a 618 pullback or something of that nature. We just have to keep an eye on it. But for a long-term target, 81 cents, I'm looking for 81 cents out of this. At which time I will probably moonbag. Well, I've already moonbagged most of my bag is moonbagged in this. I was buying it at 5 cents. I may have dibble-dabbled in some more there, but I will definitely be taking profits at 81 and take advantage of any pullback from there. So we had a very steep falling wedge here. You might say, could you say? Could it be? Could we? Is it? Maybe? I'm not going to call it that because this one comes down way too far. More than 2/3 of the way down. Kind of invalidated my idea for a cup and handle. That is my rule that I go by. Other people would jump on the bandwagon for that. It's, you know, it did have potential since cup was rising into that lip there. So that's my first determination for a cup and handle, whether it's legit or not. Price has to rise up into it. I agree with Bukowski. I'm going to stand with him all day long because he knows his stuff a lot better than these dang YouTubers do. They just want to make stuff up as they go. A true cup and handle is one of the most coveted patterns to find, and they usually takes weeks for them to happen. This is a great example, really. And this one may just play out, but usually the rule is that it will only drop about 2/3 of the way back to the bottom. But technically, we found resistance here at this very important key resistance area. With support here, resistance here, kind of had a little hiccup here, but then it's testing it and going to the upside. Take a cup and handle measure move, just going from the top lip on the right hand side all the way down to the bottom. You see a lot of people put this out at the breakout, but nay, I say, it goes at the lip line. So wherever you have a lip line, which is right here, is where you would put that measured move, and that measured move could take AGIX up to $1.29. How do you like that? Huh? Yeah? How do you like that now? Don't know when it would possibly get there, but I like that target. Maybe if you go to $1.29, Dad ain't gonna be so happy. Now you realize you got 2 years approximately to do that, and I expect you to do a lot more, just to be honest with you, AGIX. But you know, once we get out of the 68-cent area, we'll be in price discovery, and who knows, but that is what we get. So 81 cent short term, and looking at the $1.29 for a long-term target. Don't know when it will get there. That's if we come back up and break to the upside of this. I'm looking, we get above 68 cents, I'm looking for $1.29. And even for the conservative trader that would just want to jump into this at these high prices, they can still almost moonbag it up to that target, and it may go beyond. Who knows? There may be another rally, something AI taking off great again, but remember, you want a coin that actually has a use case and a purpose. AI can exist without crypto, although crypto can, in true use cases with AI, open up some really, really fascinating scenarios. Very fascinating. It's almost as though we're creating citizens in a digital landscape who will be able to think and act as persons and have money and buy things. So let's go and say this is on the weekly chart. So this is the long-term forecast. See what I mean? So if you're just tuning in or whatever, this is the kind of stuff that you can expect from my streams. When I start getting I'm looking for like 30 likes per stream, I will start getting into these timestamps and having it where you can just go there really quickly to find those things. But right now, until I kind of start getting that, it just takes so long. It takes a long time to do that. I thought YouTube had an automated way to do that. But 30 cents I see, well, that's the next target that I'm looking at. There is a measured move. Let's take that from this very long falling wedge that we've been in. Now, Thomas Bukowski loves these because he treats them like diving boards. So the longer they are, the more leverage that you get for a higher jump. And that's Bukowski's kind of sentiment on that. So we can take a measured move from there. Where do we got? Measured move from the actual breakout says that we are headed to 28 cents. There is also some confluence for that. Excuse me for a moment while I picked the wrong line, didn't I? Mark this as a measured move. If I don't, I'll forget where I get them from, right? So that helps jot my memory from where I get my measured moves. Sometimes I'll have more than one. So 28 cents is my next immediate target for AGIX, and we've been there before, so a little lackluster. But if you've been buying it down here around 18 or 19 cents, hey man, that is, you'd probably be happy if you're buying the bottom of this trend line, like the whales do, like the smart money does. Then you're probably up 44% on that. If you looked at it last October when we did on the channel, because I know how this, and I can only say, the only reason I call this out is because of my familiarity with this one. This was one of my main coins that I traded last bull run. So you kind of learn their personalities. Each coin has a different personality if you pay attention. But I knew the greatness that, oh crap, we're down at 4 cents. Oh, it's time to buy. It's time to buy, baby. Yeah, AGX don't stay at 4 cents, and I wasn't expecting all-time highs to be reached so early, but I was very happy. Made me very happy, made me moonbag. I kind of moonbagged it a little bit early, or stayed, and then saw that we were still coming up, and then got in at this little here, it was about 18 cents, and we played it. And she did veritable. So AGIX is now one of my biggest holdings. Thank you, Moonbag Strategy. Okay, the daily is breaking up above the 200 moving average. Now, I like that. The biggest thing I can point out here is that money flow is slowly coming up and we're in the green. We want to be in the green for money flow and above that non-moving average. And as long as we are, I have nothing bad to say about AGIX. We can come down here on the 4 hour. 4 hour just got the green light to go, to keep it moving, to keep bouncing off of that non-moving average. Probably won't even touch this 21 right now. Eventually it will. Now, it looks like we got some Elliott Wave stuff going on here. So what you doing, baby? Let's flip you on, Mr. Elliott Wave. Can you pick it up? Are you picking up what I'm putting down, Elliott? Elliott ain't having nothing to do with it right now. Elliott's in a mood tonight. Elliott, I don't know. Something did not go Elliott's way. Ooh, well, that is weird. That's not real low, is it? 5, 3, 4, 5. You could, some people would see that as being a 5 waves up, and some people look at it, oh, it's got 3 humps. It's the 3 hump camel. You got 2 trend lines. She's going a little bit parabolic, and if you really wanted to play this, I would recommend going this trend line here, which it just barely touched, if at all. The secondary trend line. I would let that be my line in the sand. If we break below 23.3, you know that it would be a good area. If it breaks below this high that we had over here, outside of this trend line and below this area right here, would be a good place to just defend your capital. Unless you bought it really cheap, then don't worry about it. But I mean, if you've just been into it at 21 cents, somewhere through there, yeah, it may come back a little lower if we break this trend line. If it doesn't, it may go up to those numbers that we're looking for, which is what I'm personally rooting for, because I'm tired of my bags. My bags are starting to blow up a little bit. I'm liking that. It's about dang time, because I've seen them deflate too. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about if you've been holding through this, especially if you've been doing a DCA or, you know, or you get into one and it drops down more, you know, you add to that bag. It's a project you believe in, maybe some projects you don't believe in. They suffered, and now we're getting a little bit of bounce back. So good time to at least pay yourself a little bit on something. Find something, because you know it's not going to go up forever, and some of these are going to turn right around. It's a good time to notice what coins are strong and where the bigger money's trying to go to. But this trend line, 23.5 cents, we can stay above that and above this trend line. Oh, I see 28 cents coming. And what's our indicators looking like here? We got some bearish divergences forming, but if she's trying to do a parabolic move, that's on the 1 hour, may not be as strong. So we are keeping an eye on that. There's definitely some bearish divergence forming on this one right here. So that's why I'm saying with the trend line is so important. But if it holds, you may not see the bearish divergence actually play out until 28 cents. Keep in mind, we've got 2 falling wedges, right? You got this one, and then you got one that poked out of the side of it, which we were tracking too. That's the one that we got this measure move on. Now, if you want the measure move for the original breakout, we have not taken that yet. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. The standard way to do this is to go from the swing high here down, just straight down to that bottom trend line, put it at the breakout, which was right here. And now that gives us the target at 49 cents, 49.2. So we don't want to ignore this. I'm surprised I don't have it on there, because that's our bigger pattern. Bigger pattern wins, baby, every time. Just like the bigger time frames, they win every time. So measure move. And that's our wedge. Why are you so low? All right, and then our other one is Thomas Bukowski's method. And honestly, you could drag this thing all the way up here. This is quite the big thingy thing. We go from top, pull all the way down to our bottom, which was over here. We had that, and now take our little fibby fib and we take this to 62%, which is right here at the 618. That's an easy way to measure this. Fibonacci is a scale from 0 to 100%, so we're using that just to make 62% easier. Get rid of that. Take this neatly measured line, put that at our breakout for this trend line right here, this big old fat one. Which happened right here, and what, you know what, gosh darn it, we're coming right up to the same area as the little cheat one. Amazing. Doesn't always work out as beautiful, but a lot of times it does, and so that's why you usually see me just go from your typical measure move. Unless I put that on the wrong dang trend line, I wouldn't doubt myself to do that. Let me check that real quick. So Thomas Bukowski's measurement comes up just a hair over where we were at 49 cents, basically about 50 cents. I actually took my measure move over here. But that works, okay, and that works there too, nicely. I'm just trying to make sure I put it on the right breakout. Did I put it on the wrong one? No, I got down. Okay, we're good, we're good. I'm sticking with it, I'm sticking with the 49 cent. So it'll take it a while to get there, and there are areas that it's going to have some issues with, and right here about 20, also under 25 cents is going to be an issue. These areas at 30 cents on up to 33 cents going to be a little bit, that 33 cents probably be a bigger issue. But we do have some yummy targets over there. I'm going to switch back over to the daily chart here. Oh, I'm going to take a quick copy of that. I'm going to post it over to our Telegram group. So we got Crispy Chicken over there. I love that name. It's awesome. Crispy Chicken. Throwing up some charts over there. Man, Chris, your charts look awesome, dude. Man, they are very clean. Very nice charts, Chris. And here I am throwing up a sloppy one, not even explaining what's going on with it. I may have to, if I can remember to go back and do that. AGIX. My blue lines are the buy line, or the targets. This is daily. All right, I posted that over there. Come back to the chat real quick. INV, we will definitely do that. Let me write that one down so I don't forget. Before we do, there's two coins that we need to talk about really quick. Well, I'll try to do it as quickly as I can. Then we got Marco and Haven and Strega and whatsoever, and man, a few other people. Not a member may be in here. He kind of lurks in the background. So shout out to not a member. I don't blame him. That's what I used to do too. I did not know how important that the like button was, and really, I spent many times learning crypto and watching crypto and not ever hitting that like button, but it is important. And if you can take a moment.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
And somehow I turned into Kanye West. Just noticed that I'm now Kanye. Kimmy baby. Now I'm glam. Hi. Hi. Is everyone okay? Hi. I lost my face. I was hot in here. Stop it. I could be a pumpkin. Dude, did you seriously just lose my face, man? How dare you? It's a new face. I just found it. Ooh. That is so not me. But I must say I look awfully cute for a witch, right? Hi. All right, give me a minute to find my face. I lost my face, people. I lost my face. Here we are. We're back. We're back in business. That looks like my... I don't know. Does it look scarier? Or would it look scarier with me being in drag? Tell me. All right. So... And no offense there, whatever your preferences or pronouns are, just know that I love you. God loves you. God loves you, and that's all you really need to know. And God says to love everybody. All right. Here's what we want to talk about. First of all, coming over here in MEXC. These are some of the new coins. I was going to take a little bit of a deeper look into some of these, but I noticed NCTT is being listed in 10 hours, 20 minutes. NCTD? Yeah, that's what I think. If I remember correctly, it was a hit from Tokenmetrics that we looked at. It was either that or one of you guys brought it up, but we looked at it. NCDT. I cannot remember exactly. But it's over on Whitebit, which I do not have an account there. Never even visited there. And it's also on Uniswap. So we got it over here on Uniswap. Now, when I first saw this chart, I said, hold on, I'm buying now. I'm aping in. And if I'm not mistaken, we were over here. And I liked what I saw. I loved what I saw there. So I've been in this for a minute, and so I'm very, very pleased to see that it's doing well and getting ready to do something big. Do you see this trend line right here? We got this nice rounding bottomy shape. Love the nice rounded bottoms, man. Rounded bottoms are what you want. Still not ever going to call this a cup and handle. Don't care what you say. Cup and handles are continuation patterns. Meaning that if this was a cup and handle, it should go down. Just letting you know. That's why we always look for price to rise into. I don't see it being a cup and handle. Doesn't mean that it won't act very similar. Because we're really looking at ranges here, people. Cup and handle is just talking about how price is acting. And it being an accumulation, which normally occurs over time, just like what we've got here. Also, scallop bottoms do the same thing, and usually what you're looking for is for price to break out to the upside, confirm that as support, and then we are off to the races with a measure move that basically just takes the width of this channel and puts it up here, giving NewCloud the possibility, once it does break out of 2.25 area, to come up here and start testing about 48 cents, which happens as we got it to have confluence with this little bit of wick, or this wick that we had over here. So that's kind of juicy. This will be listed on, I'm not saying it's going to go there immediately, but it very well could. Looking here on the daily, what do we got? What's their indicators look like? What's going on here? Remember the red cloud that likes to suck us in and spit us out on the outside, and we just kind of float above a little green candle or a little green cloud and ride it to the upside? It's kind of what we're doing right here. And she looks like she's trying to break out of this channel. Now, she may get rejected. There may be a sell-off. You know, buy the rumor, sell the news. Oh, you just got listed 10 in 10 hours? Oh, well, let me sell. Because, you know, it is in kind of a good little place. I mean, it's already doubled. It's already 2x, you know. Already came up 103% right there from these bounce off this trend line after it did a retest. Remember, this is a retest. We broke out through this, came back, retested it. We go up from here. We go up from here. you through it that way, it'll get you short of our target. We want that 48 cents. So KuCoin, that's one I just want to bring to your radar. And if you wanted to be a conservative trader about it, you would just wait till it got up here about 23 cents, see that it's retesting that area and going up, and then jump in. That would be the conservative move. However, I believe that most of you are degens like me, or maybe even bigger degens than I am. It would not take much to be a bigger degen than I am. I'm kind of on the conservative degen side, just because I got tired of getting wrecked on a lot of that. So we got this trend line here to contend with, this one right there. I found that very interesting. You could say that we're kind of in a symmetrical triangle, which I do not trust as far as I can throw them, just to be honest with you. But that's a very real possibility. But still, can't break to the upside. It may be a little wishy-washy, but I see this as doing good. And with it being just on MEXC, it might be exciting. Might be exciting to trade. And remember this one, we had a wick up there at 236. There's some reasons that I like this one as a project, and that's why I just want to go over this real quick. For those of you that are not familiar with it. NCDT is the ticker for KuCoin. So like Arweave and Filecoin, you know, Web3 needs decentralized storage. Maximum supply on this is 50 million. Market cap is tiny at 4 million. I got a feeling that's going to change soon, especially starting to be added to exchanges. It's been on Uniswap, it's been on Whitebit, DigiFinex, and now it's going to go to MEXC. So it's getting the exposure that it needs to bring more money into it, meaning number go up buying at this price.
How did you know to get in on these low prices?
Yeah, I'm telling you now, this is that one that you may be asking that, you know, when it's at $1 or something. So quickly, let's read about it. When I read about it, visit the website. I did. I fumbled in right here on the stream. KuCoin is a groundbreaking cloud computing platform poised to redefine how individuals and businesses harness computing power. By merging BOINC, its revolutionary distribution technology from the University of California, Berkeley, blah, 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 nerd talk, more nerd talk. This innovative approach assembles unused computing resources from various professional data centers, resulting in a robust, scalable, and secure computing ecosystem. One of its standout features is its affordability, delivering computing power that's 70 to 90% cheaper than traditional methods. Would you like to mine my Bitcoin for me? So it's kind of like a decentralized, or more toward a decentralized AWS kind of like thing. We're headed toward Web3. I think it's got potential. So I plan now, after finding this out, I'm definitely wanting to keep this one as one of my long-term holds. But you know, check it out if it seems like something that, what is this certificate? Innovation certificate is awarded to KuCoin as a product of Iron Eagle Capital GmbH. Gamblers Anonymous. Oh, what? Together we can reshape the future of cloud computing for the better. Just cool. Check that one out. It is being on MEXC. Good on MEXC. Getting ready to list that one. $4 million market cap. It could easily 10 up. It could easily 100x. I'm just throwing it out there. It's possible. This may be a 100 or a 50xer. It's an xer, most definitely, and I think it's getting ready to X out. It looks like it wants some X. It wants to X. So that one's in my radar. Another one that's new, and let's just start back over here at CoinMarketCap. This one has recently just come to my attention, and I think it's really interesting. I mean, it's risky. It's new, man. Look, $6 million market cap. All these with these just few $1 million market cap, they're risky. I'm just saying, they are. But they can also be the ones that make you a lot of money. A lot of money. Because we've seen coins go to 100 million, even to 1 billion. A lot of them go to $1 billion market caps. Crazy. So getting into 6 million, that's a risk I could take. What really got me interested, of course, was finding out that there's just 10 million of them out there. Oh, low market cap, 10 million. Tell me more. What do you do if you got a good use case? You gotta hook me in. You gotta hook me in. Here's something over on the side. Happiness somebody. Oh, does it tell me? Happiness Arrive. Well, that's a cool name. Tech projects partnered with Caspa, ultra bullish potential in the coming BTC cycle. When did she do this? October 29th, just yesterday. Beware, as of currently now, it's being pumped by scam exchange X market. Stay safe and secure, everyone. Okay, that's interesting to know. Tectum Soft Note, I don't know who you are. I suppose you're affiliated with them, but what if you're not? Oh, you get a checkpoint. I don't know. So the Tectum, there's a Dubai event coming up. It's probably them. What's our story? Tectum blockchain was built based on the infrastructure of computers using submarines. After the appearance of Bitcoin, our team realized the potential of our technology and came up with a revolutionary project, SoftNote. I'm thinking that SoftNote is probably an app on Tectum. Coming this week, the SoftNote just became more decent. Well, okay, so we see what's going on here, right? And we'll take a look at the chart, man. It looks juicy. But let's see if it's a good project. I was hearing some very interesting things about this, where you could take tokens, put them into a Tectum NFT, and it's like, I don't know, what would you say? It's like an instant wallet? Or maybe a gift card, that kind of concept, and give that token, and then the coins can be removed from that NFT. That's how this was explained to me. And think about this concept. We're thinking about, you know, sending tokens, sending this, sending that. This actually offers a layer of privacy through the NFT. That was interesting, I thought. It is supposed to be seriously the fastest blockchain. I think like we'll look down here, but I thought they were talking like 1 million transactions per, like crazy, like Visa, faster than Visa and all that crap. So interesting. I have not done a deep dive on it, but I did like what I saw, and I've been nibbling at this as it's been playing around in an area. If nothing else, for the sole fact that it's new technology that can get some height with a low market cap and a low total supply of coins, I see this one as a possibly zooming up. Especially with the use case, just seems very interesting. So think of it this way. We're used to giving tokens, like if I sent you 50, I don't know. What's cool these days? I was going to say Litecoin. I don't think people think Litecoin's cool anymore. I don't know. Let's say I sent you 3 quant. This concept is like it being a wallet, and me giving you a wallet with 3 quant in it. Interesting concept, and the privacy things that it can offer there, I think is kind of interesting. So a blockchain exceeds 1 million. I was right. Okay. I heard it right. Exceeds 1 million transactions per second and provides instant event status delivery and ownership updates. SoftNotes is transactionless payment system for a new superconducted digital environment. Well, that's all Greek speak to me, geek speak. Crypto wallet, instantly transfer and convert crypto for a fraction of the cost of conventional networks. That's another thing. 3FA authentication, a flexible, scalable, and completely secure solution for online user authentication. I don't know much about that, but it looks very interesting. Tectum, the fastest blockchain, faster than Phantom, faster than Echo Ball, faster than Avalanche, Tron, Ripple. So interesting. I mean, back this up, do your own research and everything. You know, we're just running through this, and this is my first time seeing this as well. I've just FOMO'd in based on what I saw in the fundamentals and the chart. So I DJ'd. Yeah, I did. So kind of interesting. And this whole NFT thing, TIA AI chatbot, introducing AI bot TIA, your personal assistant designed to unlock the full potential of soft note and Tectum blockchain technologies. I think we'll start seeing more of that with projects too, probably. TIA is a highly advanced intuitive AI that's been trained extensively in both these complex domains, enabling it to answer the majority of queries related to these technologies. So they got the SoftNote website, which I guess we're not on. This is the Tectum.io testnet partnership. This is the stuff that's done. Leila Hepburn interview. That might be something worth watching. Smart listing. Next, they're working on SoftNote NDFT. MetaMask integration. Boo. I'm not a big fan of MetaMask. I think they're too centralized. I think they're going to tell on everybody. Tectum Launchpad. Oh, so they got things. Ordinals. Very interesting there. So just one I want to put on your radar. See if that's something that looks interesting to you. I had not heard about it before today, actually. And I thought it was interesting. And now we're going to take a look at the charts. See what the charts say. We saw what it did, what it says. Tectum emission token. MEXC does have it. Who would have the biggest? Let's swing with MEXC and see how far they go. It's not a whole lot of price history, but I don't know how long they've been out. July 23? And we go back to July. Okay, so apparently. So here on the daily, money flow is curving to the upside. It's like a cup without a handle. And I like that. So that's the biggest thing I'm looking at is that going to the upside. I do like that. Some of the sides, it look like things are a little exhausted, but I mean, it's been going on a little bit of a tear for the last little bit. Got down to $3 at its low here, but $3.10. Yeah, there's only so many of these coins available, so the price is going to be a little bit higher per coin. But my goodness, when she starts getting into the multiples and that $4 million market cap grows with something that seems like it has a decent use case. Oh, we got two touches up here and then these touches here. That makes that valid, but man, there's a lot of space in there. So we had a falling channel here. Nice. You see how that lines up so nicely? The angles to the dangles. Well, that gives me all the confidence that I can just take a measure move straight down. Put that at the breakout point. And look for this area. This is some confluence right there too. Oh, nice and juicy. Measure move comes in at $11. So, you know, new project, risky, get in, cheap, moonbag it, take your profits out, let it ride, see what happens. That's my game plan. And I was hoping to get in at some cooler prices, but I don't think I'm going to get to. So this one is on my radar, and let's get some other targets on here too. 618 Fibonacci area comes in at 1243. That may be an area where we find some rejection. And also 786 area up here at 1492, but 2230 definitely on my radar as a possibility. I'll get a 127. It's just how it is, baby. I like what I see in here on this one. And I guess we need to see where KuCoin had it, or MEXC had it. It's on Uniswap. What is that? Version 2. It's on BitGet. BitGet has it. MEXC, Bitmart. That's one of our partners, I think. I think we are. I don't know. You can get spot there if you're in the US and Canada, but you can't do any of the other stuff. But you can buy spot there, and they have a lot of low a lot of these low cap coins over there, just like KuCoin, or just like a Mexi and KuCoin does, and some that they don't, you know. It's kind of cool. So CoinW and X Markets, which I'm not familiar with, have this. All right, so this was the daily. So I'm looking for things to go from where we are at 620 all the way up to 1122. I wasn't trying to do that. I was actually trying to do this little guy. So even FOMOing in here, coming up to my target, 79% gain. All right, so we gotta see if we can find a good area for an entry. My entry, I got these wicks, so I've got some buy orders there. The other buy orders I had, they're probably not going to be hit, to be honest with you, because we recovered the 9 moving average. So this one looks like she's ready to rock. She wants to do something. And I know it's kind of like buy high, but that's a nice big candle there. Let's come down to the smaller time frame, see what she's doing. There's some bearish divergence there. That is interesting. So we got one of these little guys going on. Now this actually has like a 60% chance to break to the upside. When we got both of these on the megaphone, just when it's going flat out straight, and both of them are going up, there's possibly a 60% chance for it to break to the upside. It may not. We just had the 9 cross here on the 1 hour. This one looks like it's got legs, man. It really does. See, there's a wick there, there's a trend line there, and then we also have our new trend line. So now this is also forming rising wedge type shape too, so I want to watch that. That has to have a chance to break to the downside, but it may continue up to these higher areas before it does. It is quite probable that we could get a retest of, well, this area at the 100 has some confluence with what we see over here. It's possible, but I'm not expecting it anytime. It is looking like it may not do it. It may decide not to come back to these areas, and I do have some limit areas around there too. Even down here around this area, it may not get hit. But I did nibble here, and I nibbled there, and I might nibble again. So I want to put this little guy over in, oops, I guess we need to, when you come to the daily, all those little things that are happening there just aren't as important. Nice rounded shapes there. I like that. I like it. I like it. You got some volume on the breakout. It's starting to come down a little bit. But money flow is going to the upside, so I do like that. I don't see bearish divergence here on the daily. And I think that's worth noting. All right, so let's put a few little things up here to let people know that they take it. Did you really just do that to me again? Not looking for you. I'm looking for. Oh, that's why. I'm trying to get this little guy. So looking almost at 92% there. That's if you can get it at 570. That's where I got it. I hate to tell people to FOMO in, but let's just do it at the FOMO in price. If you FOMO in at 79%, maybe that would be the best way for me to do that. And 97 to the 618. And I am going to go ahead and share this with my good folks over on the Telegram group. It is a free group, by the way. Throw that out there. Links are in the description. So this is TET Tectum. Tectum emission token. I think this one is hot. So I'm going to put a little fire, put a little fire on it. I'm going to throw some fire on it. Okay. And we're looking at daily chart. Swing trade idea. Or I'm even suggesting this as a long-term hold. I think it's got possibility to do some big things. And I'm not going to get into the fundamentals there. Just got it right there. We'll post that real quick. And boom. We got the chart posted over there if anybody wants to take a little closer look and get the targets. And maybe I'll put a new coin on some people's radar. All right, guys, those are the two main ones I wanted to talk about. Other than that, just not acknowledging some that we've looked at before. Oh, this one ain't going to play ball with me. Just trying to take a quick look here at Miria. She's been on a run today. She hit our targets, man. Haven't looked at this one in a long time, a long while. I know that I put a nibble in here and I watched it go down to where it is low, so it didn't even show up on my MXC. It's like, it amounts too small. It was below a limit. And so, yeah, I took some profits on that baby today. It did actually do very well in the end, but I had to go through a long time of it not. It was not fun, but I did not have a big bag of it. I was just playing with it. Oh, well, about time. And it must have been over here in these areas when I was playing with it. That sounds about right, because she dropped low. I think so. But it worked out in the end. Nice. I would definitely take profits. Does she want to do more? That's the thing, though. This is it on the weekly. It can. I mean, we definitely got a scallop, but I would expect Myriad. 618. Did I sell too soon? You know, the 0.0061. No, I'm still got a little bit. I don't sell all of it. Remember, I learned that lesson with TRB. I learned it before, but I got a refresher course with TRB, which I'd like to take a look at. But let's get over here to the chat and see what we got. Haven says she was watching Adam. It actually went up. Can you believe it? I can believe it because it was too cheap. Way too cheap. I've said, here we are in Bitcoin, right? Last time I seen Adam get to around $8 was when Bitcoin wicked down here in the bull market. She got down to around just a little between 850. And I remember I kicked myself because I didn't buy it at that price. And then it went on a tear after that. It went on a tear here. It went on another tear. And I've always said, man, if you can get it below 850, because it took it a long time to even get down that low, I think it's a good deal. And Adam just dropping down to what did it get down to? 650? $7? Oh, that's a gift horse right there. Got down, yeah, 628 right through there. Yes. 7.8, even where it's at right now, $7.81. That's a steal. I especially like this one. I'm a big fan of the Cosmos ecosystem, and I've just been slowly building up my assets over there over time with DeFi, Osmosis, and all that. It's a growing ecosystem. I mean, they work to make. I mean, watch out, Ethereum. I think you've got to. I think it'll give Ethereum a nice little run for its money. I don't think it'll overpower it. I'm not saying that, but it'll give it. I think it will shine during this market. So we got a support resistance area that we're coming up to at this 21 moving average, and see this trend line right here. So that's going to be a little hiccup here about $8. But even if we get rejected there and come back down, I have no doubts that we're moving up, you know, over the next couple of months here, and we'll start seeing some, you know, $12, $14, $15 Atom again, and hopefully work our way back up to those juicy prices around $30. And it may do a lot more than that this run. It might. It might. I hesitate to say that too early, but it's a possibility. Would you quit marking on my screen like that, please? I think we're going to have that trend line to tend with. I really do. I think Adam could do some bigger things here. $55.29, I think, is a possibility that we might see out of Adam, maybe higher. All right, so we got a request. I think it was I don't want to miss that one. I kind of got sidetracked. I apologize. We marked that right there for Adam. That's my long-term projection right there. So you can at least, I believe, look for, somewhere between a 5 to 8 or 9x out of Adam. But the airdrops that you get for holding this thing, sometimes they make it just all worth it. INV. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Sorry to keep you waiting whatsoever. INV. Inverse finance, and this is, we got it here. Let's see what that does. I don't get the volume on this, and that's what I kind of miss. I like having that volume, but inverse finance. Well, the chart looks sad because it's a hockey stick, but that's not necessarily a terrible thing. It could be, but it could also be the golden opportunity of a lifetime. Depending on, if there's a good use case. Oh, we got a support resistance area right here that it's getting rejected off of. Now that's something to pay attention to. Weekly's got that red dot, and so Cass, it's coming down. She may be not bottomed out yet, which could be juicy. So where could she bottom? I would look at the bottom of this trend line here. May see this one come down to about $23. Just what I'm getting here on the weekly time frame. So 20, I can't even get that on there. This may be a possibility there, or 24, or just a little under 23, maybe. Just depends on, it's a possibility. Not saying it's going to happen. Looks like we're getting some rounded shape here. It's a little bit too early to draw this, to be honest, because if I draw it on here and leave it, and then it drops to the bottom, I'm gonna make it look stupid. Oh, I don't like doing this, but I did it. Is there a correct way to draw these? Not technically, but I kind of like to keep them even and squeeze them in. I figure if you kind of level out your ends and squeeze it into price, that you are a little bit more in tune with it than if you just go through it and make it fit. I would love to see this hold, but it may not. This has got a good chance not to hold. But we're doing that same thing, and you will see these wedges start forming on these rounding channels. And seriously, this thing could round out for a while. It could do something. It could do something big, and a lot of times, I'm going to show you that the butt crack is true. He just does not call it that. You can go right over here to rounding bottoms. And it can look like this, and there's the bump. He talks about the bump. Price may shoot up midway through the turn near the bottom, but the price usually retraces most, not all the way back to where it started. The bump figure to the right shows an example, as does the figure at the bottom of this page. The bump, it's the butt crack. If I say butt crack, you will remember it more than likely, so that's why I call it the butt crack. Looks like Bart Simpson's butt. So we might get a butt crack and then, a bigger cheek coming over here is all I'm saying. So inverse looks like it's on the weekly, looks a little bit rough. But what does it look like on the daily? Let's look at our indicators. Daily has actually got, or 6 hour. No, let's go to the daily. 6 hour actually had a green light in there. So rejected off the 200, off the 100, coming. Yeah, definitely. So I think this area between 24 and 23 may come into play, and we may find some ground there. Let's come and take a look on this, find out a little bit more about the token, because I'm not familiar with it at all. Tectum, 10 million, baby, 10 million. Layer 1, 10 million. Very interesting. Inverse Finance. Oh, I like it. Total supply 480,000. Yeah, baby. Now, I must be looking at the wrong one if I'm at. Oh, you know, we were okay. I was thinking I was at $2. See, squirrel. 480,000, $11 million market cap. This looks like a gem. Let's find out more about it. A possible gem pick here. So, thank you, my man. Shout out to you for bringing this to our attention. I do appreciate that. As whatsoever brought that to my attention. Whatsoever, were you also the one that brought NewCloud? Someone, it was either Tokenmetrics or it was someone in the chat brought up NewCloud, and I can't remember what knot that was, but I remember pulling in. And Arkham is another one that I FOMO'd into on the stream. All-time high for this coin was $1,788. It's sitting at $27.8 according to CoinMarketCap. You know, no big deal. I mean, 3 years ago, $1,700 on this. You know, and before that, it was up to $1,500, or it came back up and then went to $1,481. So I mean, it's done it twice. Probably never see that happen again. Probably. Dude, this one's got potential in my personal opinion. Let's find out some more about it. I don't know anything about the token or what it does. We need to find that out. But just the basic tokenomics we got there, they're on the right track. It's better than 480 trillion. Yeah. It's always a disappointment to me when I click on a coin and I see just those massive amounts of tokens. That was a little trend that happened for a little while in crypto. I'm glad that we're starting to get away from it. So Coinbase already has this little baby. It's got most of the volume is over on Coinbase, it looks like. Balancer's got some, Sushi, so DeFi's got it, Gate.io, Mexi has it, and that's where I would be getting it. CoinX or Juby. The Juby, never heard of Juby. Check out their GitHub. You've been working? You've been up to something? You've just been laying on your butt. What have you been doing? Updated 11 hours ago, updated 12 hours ago, updated September 27th, September 4th. Ah, I have to respect that. Should have done that on some other ones. So what are you, Inverse Finance? What do you do? We rethink the way you borrow. DOLA borrowing rights replace interest rates with a fixed fee that can earn you more. Really? Ethereum coming in, and is this DOLA? What is this? Inverse token, DOLA, something? What's coming out? Enter the app. I would like to find out what I'm jumping into before I do. Never pay interest again. High volatility interest rates don't work for long-term borrowers. DOLA borrowing rights, DBRs, allow you to fix rate today and borrow later. Smarter collateral, introducing personal collateral escrows. Try Inverse, put our protocol to work for you. Borrow DOLA for a fixed rate for an unlimited duration. I do tell, with DOLA borrowing rights, I want to borrow. Earn attractive returns, right, when you provide liquidity on a trading pair on Curve. It's interesting. Convex, Balancer, or others. Interesting. You don't have to do it all here. I like that. We're communicating with other chains. Interop, I like that. That doesn't put you all into a little thing where you can just rug pull us that easy. Buy INV and stake on Firm to earn DBR real yield. You directly benefit from Firm success. Participate in governance. 2 full audits, 87% DeFi safety score. Security partners here. Interesting. Wallets. You got your own wallet? MetaMask, wallet, the basics. Curve, Sushi, Uniswap, Balancer, Athena. Interfaces. Central exchanges, Huobi, Mixi, and Coinbase. Inverse Finance DAO operates unmatched transparency. Okay. So we're a DAO built for you, governed by you. Inverse uses 100% on-chain voting that avoids the pitfalls of a decentralized DAO governance. Latest alpha. Okay. Let's enter that app. You need a dark. Oh, you got a dark screen. Oh, you just earned some points with me. They cool. No, that's too easy. Don't like. So, what we got here? 70%. Available to borrow. 10% fixed yield borrow APR. Interesting. Staked ETH. This does look interesting, and especially for ETH people. Okay. Very interesting. And this is at a very early stage of $11 million market cap. 480. I'm going to call this one a possible gem pick. This one, we need to keep an eye on this guy. So I'm going to add this to our watch list here on late night picks. Stick it down here right under Nuco there. So sitting at $28 right now, could possibly come down 23, 24. I mean, can still come down lower, might, I don't know, but those are some good areas to target right there, in my personal opinion. $20.09 would be a good target. Maybe for this bottom area. That is a 272 fib, which if things don't go just all pretty for it, it's likely to hit that one, and that's coming to 22.79. So I think these are great areas. It hit $1,700 before. This time last year, she was trading around $70. So definitely on discount. It's just, it's just not his time to shine yet, but it looks like it will. It looks like it's got a nice use case. And my opinion is, if you find a project like this that you believe in, don't just take what I went over tonight as the end all be all, although some of you will. And, I do that too. It's the degen in us. You gotta control that degen. If you did, I don't think it would be the most terrible decision you've ever made. Not me telling you to do this. This is not financial advice. I'm just saying I like this. It looks like possibilities. It's got the things that we want to look for when we're looking for a gem pick. So man, I like that. So whatsoever, man, appreciate you for bringing that to our attention here. So just something, and it looks like, it looks like it's just going through some accumulation right now. So this one hasn't really caught on yet. Probably no big marketing stuff coming out yet. But remember, it hit that not once, but twice. It hit it in March and then again in October. Both of those peaks in the market, this guy was over $1,400 both times. So just interesting. And they've been developing. So I see some good, it's got some good signs. And I don't have any. Let's put this on the post-it list that I never look at. All right, guys, it is now 12:22. If you got any more things you want me to take a look at, put it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up very shortly. Fortunately, I didn't get to go over nearly everything on my list. So but we did hit the most important things I wanted to bring up, though. TET, Nuco Cloud, And Marco says, happy Halloween, dog. And chat. Hey, happy Halloween, man. It's the funnest one ever, because the day after Halloween, it's Christmas season. Until like the first week in January. And I don't know about you, but women seem to get really stressed out during Christmas season, and then if I'm around stressed out women, I start getting stressed out. So it's just, it can get stressful. Mooman says, if you got time, dog, check out, is it degens? DGEGGNS. Sounds like it would be a degen coin. I just came across it. Microcap Play Insurance Project. Microcap. Okay, insurance project. Looks like a potential, but not much charge history go up. Yeah, we take a look at that. Making sure I didn't. Marco says, dog's legit the most entertaining trader. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know how entertaining. I think I'm just silly. I think I just come off with just off the wall comments that make no sense sometimes. That's what my wife tells me. TT looks overbought in daily? Daily? Oh, daily. Looks overbought in daily. TET. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Well, I don't know. On the, I think the smaller time frames were just make me say that. The 4 hour is above the 9 moving average. They're holding above that 9 moving average. I would love to see it come back and hit my. I've got some limit orders down low, but they may not get hit. But yeah, this is kind of like one of those things, and I just found out it's like nibble now, and then maybe add to a bag if it comes down lower. But this one's got some potential. Let's go take a look at. Whoops. Where we go? Let's go over here to CoinMarketCap. Take a look at that. DGNS. Okay, you don't have it. We got to go to CoinGecko, I guess. They got the. Yeah, the Uniswap. DGNS. Okay, Degen Insure. That sounds like something me and Strega needs. Market cap is a dash. Don't see that often. Fully diluted valuation 200. This is tiny. This is nano cap. This is wow. Maximum supply is 100,000 or 100 million. I'm sorry. 100 million. And total supply is 100 million. Circulating supply is not shared. Not there yet. Looks like she's been in range. Okay, so how far does this go back? It's like brand new. Looks like it just launched, maybe. All-time high was a half a penny. That was 22 days ago. That was all-time high is half a penny. All-time low was 1/10 of a penny, a little bit over 1/10, and that was 18 days ago. So there's been getting some X's on here. Let's do a little digging here. Contract address. Go over here to token sniffer, sniff her out. Put her on the table and sniff it. Smells like glue. Why are you not? No results. Why am I getting no results? Copy the contract. And sniffer. My sniffer's not working. Oh look, even TRB got a 15 out of 100. Isn't that crazy? All right. Degen Insure. Let's check out the website. Protect your crypto experience. Scammers abound. They do. Stay 10 steps ahead with Degen Insure. How does this work? Cover details. Variable premiums depending on amount. 14-day maximum cover. Hard rug pull cover. early sniper dump devaluation cover, soft rugs cover, slow rugs cover, abandoned projects cover. Treasury has $5,700 and they're covering 6150 something here, and that math does not add up to me. Create an account in 30 seconds. Quickly create a decentralized account on Degens Sure in 30 seconds or less with only your Ethereum address, no documents, no waitlist, no reviews, no BS, no email addresses, no phone number, no limits, no name, no limits. You don't want to exceed what you can cover. No name required, own your own keys. Buy a plan in less than 30 seconds. What do we need your coin for? See all your assets in real time to know what you want to cover. It's an interesting idea. I mean, I would never personally use it because being a degens don't really think about insurance, I don't think, but maybe. I mean, interesting idea. It just, maybe because it's new, I'm just, you know, having to wonder about it. It's so small. Okay, so how do they work? Hard rug pools, abandoned projects. Here are the details surrounding these cover times. Okay. DEX for the tokens trading must have been a well-known and established DEX and must be based on Ethereum with at least 50 million daily trading volume. No Ponzi schemes or projects. None of this, none of that. The project must rug at most 3 hours after its launch for full reimbursement. The token rugging cannot have... I think what my problem is that I look at insurance just kind of cross-eyed anyway as a rigged game. So I think I have some bias coming from that. So I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can here. But I do feel that coming in because I just see, but it has to jump through this hoop and that hoop and this hoop and this hoop, and then maybe we'll pay you, you know, a percentage of what you lost. Is kind of what I get. No unusually high buy or sell tag. So if you're going to degen into the coins, you got to make sure you degen into the safe degen coins and not the real degen coins, because the real degen coins probably will not fit some of these parameters. I'm just throwing that out there. For abandoned projects, now that happens. XDV. The token devaluation must be 90% or higher from where you purchased. Team must be totally inactive. Augur, REP version 2. No mods or team member present in the group. But does it say you, I mean, but when? Like if I buy one now and it's like that and I find it out, do I get? Interesting. Will I prove? The app isn't working. Why? It's advised that you use the app in an environment where wallet is installed, such as inside the wallet's dApp browser on mobile. Will I prove ownership of my wallet? Yes, you will be required to prove ownership by either signing a message or sending a small amount of crypto that will be returned to you. Okay, that's fair. Interesting. Do I need to hold DGNS to file a claim? Yes, you need to hold DGNS to file a claim as well as purchase a plan. So they don't want to take payment in anything other than DGNS. Here is something that I would like to see all these new projects. I would like to see them stray away from that because we're getting too many. And everything wants to be its own little payment. I mean, and this is just my rant personally against altcoins, because you see a lot of the projects, not just this one, but just in general, do that. Well, you got to use our coin to do this. Well, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with Bitcoin and why is it here? Why do we have that? I mean, now it's more of a store of value, but for real, we got Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, we've got our main internet money kind of pretty much established. We got US, you know, even stable coin. Why do we have to keep coming up with all these new payment coins? Because eventually the market's flooded and they die. So that just a rant just for having to use that. Everybody wants to, you know, I understand they do, but like Dimitra does that. They all do that. That's the only way that they can have a use case for a token. when they don't. So a lot of times I'm just saying some projects don't need a token. They could be crypto projects without having their own token. They could just do it in the main ones that we're moving to be our internet money. So where do payouts come from? We charge premiums to users looking to purchase policies. They're going to tax you for it. Okay, in addition to 1% of our token tax goes toward the insurance fund. How much can I get covered for? It depends on the amount of degen supply you own. So the more degen you own, the more coverage you get. Well, is degen insure safe? What do you think they're going to say? How do you think they're going to answer this question? Why is this question even on here? That's my question. Why do you even ask that? From a PR standpoint, this question should have never even come up. Yes, we will never have access to your keys or assets throughout the connection. I mean, you can spell that out, but I just the fact that question is there is weird to me. We'll never have access to your keys or assets throughout the connection and policy. Okay. What's the maximum policy period? Policies can last a maximum of 2 weeks. So you pay, you have to have degens to buy your policy, and it's a short policy. And how much are these policies? I guess that's really the question. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm just kind of skeptical about insurance in general, but this is an insurance play, and it, you know, maybe worth, you know, for a degen or for anybody looking. Well, it's Michael Cap, man. I'll put it this way. What is this? Where did we found it over here, right? It's at 0.2 of a penny. Super crazy low market cap. If you're looking for a lottery ticket, if you're looking, I mean, nibble at it, take a chance. I don't know. It's cheap as crap. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you might win big. And that's the degen play on these things. So can you get insurance on your degen? Can you insure this one? I mean, I don't know. Interesting. I like that though. I do like 100 million maximum supply. So they're ticking some boxes here. I would say if you want to give it a try, man. If you don't taste the risk, man, you don't get the reward. That's just how it works. DGNS is not found in crypto, so early you still got to go over basically this way. And also, where did we have that? Okay, so it's only here now. So brand new, basically they're just launching and putting this out there, and they're starting out on Uniswap. So if it gets picked up by MEXC, Bitmart, or some other exchange, then you can see that market cap go up, and that's where you're really going to see things start taking off with it. But it's just now getting its foothold. So if you're looking for getting in early on something, I mean, this is what it looks like when you get in early. It's like, I don't know, should I not? And like you get in, and either it turns out to be nothing or rug pulls and you lose your money, or just watch it go down, or it turns out to be something that other people say, hey man, I think this is worth something. And then, you know, it grows from there. It could be the best opportunity in a lifetime. So Moonman, I appreciate you for bringing that up and let us take a look at this. It's just, you know, we can, did we pull up the chart? We pulled up the chart right here. Let's take a look at it. Got the 1 hour, let's go 12 hour. Blow this up. Now to me, that looks like, I can't draw on this one. That's what sucks. It looks like a triangle. It could, a symmetrical triangle, or depending on this, a pennant, it could be. I can see this broke market structure here retested. It may come back down to 0.00165 area. Retest these bottom areas one more time. It looks like it might want to do that. I'm going by price action only. That's all I've got here. But this area right up here, it's been up there twice. 0.0046, just under half a cent. I'd say it just needs to come back and retest this area, solidify it for a bottom. It's wick down there. It'll probably candlestick it again one more time, and then we can see. But anywhere, I mean, from it's, where is that? 0.0016 and 0.002. Does that matter when it goes to a dime? You know. So these are some interesting areas to look at it. Just looks like it may come down just a little bit before it decides to go up. And man, I was really hoping for some. How do you get out of this? We got some tools here. If I can scroll this up, I can draw on it now. Okay, we're good. Just can't do it on full screen. So this is a support line that we lost here, and then this is the area that I kind of see it coming back to. 16.4. We're at 231 right now. That's 0.00231. We've got a Fibonacci. Okay, and that would be a 786 retracement too for that. So yeah, I'm cool with that. So something along the lines of here, and then we'll struggle with this trend line a little bit. Probably not too bad. This will probably this is going to be the main trend line it's going to struggle with. So back this up. So let's get some targets. Then we came up to a 786 there. That's cool. $351. That's 0.00351. I think that is a good target. That's our 618. Are you gonna let me draw it? It won't let me draw it. I'll have to put a line in there. It's a 618. I want to color that in yellow so I know. And then the 786 at 400 basically. I'm going to stick with this trend line, that wick to this retest wick right here, and just consider that we're just punched through to weaken it. This one here is pretty solid. So this area at 272, that's going to be a little bit of a difficult area for it to get around. So it is going to have a little bit of headache getting above that. But we need to see it get above there before it goes up any higher. So I need to see it get above 275 in that area. And then I'll be more confident that it's going to continue on up. Oh, do you have my 618 on there? Sweet. Okay, we can get some more targets now. These guys are where it can go. I forgot I did that over. Did I? 678. 1,003. So I add a penny, hitting 1 cent, and that's gonna be a huge one for it. That 2618, and that being a round number, that's gonna be might not even need to go up any further than that for right now. But a penny to a penny and a half, definitely in the cards here. And remember, we got, what was it, 100 million of these, if I'm not mistaken. We definitely start seeing double-digit numbers here, and we are less than, we're at a fraction of a penny right now. So I think getting down here at those juicy areas, Just taking it up to the 618. Don't want that big of a stop loss though. Just taking it up to the 618 doubles your money, and if it hits this target up here, that's almost a 5x when it hits a penny. And I would be looking, and 300% if we reach this, just a little over half a penny mark, 0.0006. So interesting. I still think that this area right through here would be the juicy buy zone, and I think it'll come down there and retest it, and then we'll start working our way up. But it'll probably take time. It may range through here for a long time before it gets up to those areas, but possible. I mean, so we're sitting at 2/10 of a penny, so you get 5 for a penny, right? This thing reaches 10 cents. Man, you made your money right there. You made big money right there. Just putting a small amount. But I don't know, if you put even just a $50, $100 in this, it could turn into something, you know, a lot bigger. $500 could turn into something a lot bigger, if you're willing to risk that. Marco says Chlor AI profit. Yes, and I've been trading some of that. And one of you guys mentioned that, right? And we looked at it, and I was hoping she'd get down here, and as if she gets rejected here, we would come down. That would be the juicy buy areas. She's not looking like she wants to do that. Let's take this trend line. We took this one, and I think we copied it, and that's how we got that angle. So that's where this trend line came from. If we connect the dots here, it can still go up to 3 cents before it starts having a little bit more trouble, but I like what I'm saying. She definitely pumped today. Cannot deny that. And I've just been trading. I don't have any on spot, but I've been trading trading it on futures on and off. But nice. I'm not going to call it a cup and handle because it kind of failed. It's a failed cup and handle, but it is make a double bottom. Which means that we could be looking, and we got some confluence right there a little bit. 4.5 cents. We had 4.7 cents, so we're getting some confluence there for some areas. I thought I had this one. Did we not put any targets? I think we were waiting to see if it was getting rejected. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, so we went up, came back down to the 50% area. Dow theory says that's typically where we'll go. Bounced up, came back down to the 382. All right. So this little guy at 3.6 cents, that would be the initial target I would be kind of looking at for like right now. So from where price is now at 2.5 cents up to there, that's a 40% move. That's the initial target. But also just a little under 5 cents could come into play on this. And that could be a 92% move from just where it is right now. I'd take it that you were probably already in this and probably got it at some juicier prices. So, man, you guys could be seriously in the money right now. I like the shape. I like the double bottom shape that we're getting here. And it's in a wedge. More of a, you know, I wouldn't call it a symmetrical triangle, but it is a wedge. And in a falling channel, which should break up. AI coins are moving. What can we say? And this is on the 2 hour, which is above the 200 moving average. I just want to check this out on the bigger time frame. So here we are. I think what we were looking at last time is like underneath the 9 moving average, looking scary. And now it's starting to regain it. That changes tune. When you get above the 9 moving average, especially on the bigger time frames, this is on 3-day. Here we're on the daily. We got a candle. I'm not sure what chart we're looking at. We're above the 9 on the daily too, and it's got a candle open. I mean, it's ready to go on this one. So MACD's already crossed. She's ready to run. So she's got a good chance of actually coming up here and maybe getting a breakout this time. So I likes it. I think she looks good. I think the AI coins are starting to look a little bit more interesting. Moo Man says, cool. Thanks for checking it out. My pleasure, man. Appreciate you, Moo Man. All right, guys, I want to call it a night, and I guess we'll be back tomorrow and try to go over some of the other ones and whatever guys you want to look at, because I enjoy looking at the coins that you guys bring to the table, because as you can see, we just got some gem picks that I wasn't even looking at, and they look good. So you guys are the strength of any channel that you're chatting on, man. I'm just saying, you guys are what make the Road Dog channel work. But there's some other ones. I named them off for you guys that are really kind of looking for something. OPUL, I was going to look at that. RWeave is taking off. Live here. A0 looks interesting. Tomo Chain, Ravencoin, and Hook are just some of the things that we're looking at. Going through on the charts, but I'll just throw that out there just in case anybody wants to do extra homework or whatever. But we came across some good projects tonight, so I appreciate you guys and your participation and everything. Guys, God bless you. Stay positive. Keep positive vibes, man. I don't know. But I have no advice to give other than, you know, just keep your heart pure, man. Just try to keep God in your life, and whether you believe in God or not, you know, you can't change the fact that, you know, something made everything. All I know is that when you ask for help, it may not come the way you want it, but He hears. He, she, it hears and answers. Good night, everybody. God bless you. Trade carefully. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Spooky. Spooky.
Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. It was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for